Yeah, yo, bro. Um, yo, I was asking myself just the other day, bro. You know, there was a point when, you see, if you grew up in the townships or, places like that, there were gents who could, make wire cars, bro. So they'd actually like make a wire car with wires, whatever the case is, have a young steering wheel, and for the wheels, they'd use like these little snuff containers. If it's not snuff, they take, Coca-Cola cans, right? And the 340 mils, you cut them in two and then like take, so from two cans and take the bottom halves and put those bottom halves together, you know, a hole in between them, and make like wheels, right? And there was a little mechanism that they'd also build out of or make out of those wires, right? um, to make like thingy. What do you call this? I don't know what you call that bottom part of the car, right? But that would make the wheels move this way or move the other way, right? While you're steering, and that little mechanism there, bro, that's engineering. So that's the first encounter of engineering with um, the kid when they're growing up, right? Excuse me. So I'm saying like where are all of those skills from our kids, bro? Because I guess with the advent of technology and also other toys as well, I don't think there's been enough of a need for that skill, to be passed on from, um, you know, passed on to kids. But I'm saying like those kids that really had, because there were guys that really like made neat cars, bro. You know what I mean? Others would make like trailers also, and what have you there. So it's like I'm saying this because I mean like even if you take like an indigenous game like a Diketo type situation, that's like we always argue about. Oh, that's Africans. They've been doing maths like that. If you had cattle, that's how you'd count like your cattle, right? So one pebble for every cattle when they come back. But here's what I'm trying to ask you. Also, it's like skills like that. Those are really like important. Type skills to have, right? Because imagine this: if there's a kid that knows how to make these wire cars when they're young, that means they're hot property. That means that everybody's gonna want to be around this kid, or every kid is gonna come to this kid for them to make them this car. And if they've got help from someone at home, whatever the case is, that's not even the point. The point is that was happening, and I don't see a lot of that. You see, the thing that I see today, I know times have changed, bro. But I'm saying, today what I'm seeing is I'm seeing, that extension of the bicycle, right? You know what they extending the bicycle, they making different shapes and sizes, of these bicycles, and they pimping them, whatever the case is over there, right? So I'm saying, is that also like a reflection of them doing that themselves, or is that just something that's popular? And if you have like a frame of a bicycle, whatever the case is, you can just ask someone who say a boiler maker, or who does welding, and they can do that for you, whatever the case is, and you just buy accessories, and you look cool in the streets as a kid. And you can check my IG as well. There was these dudes I saw on the street, with a nice bike, and I asked them, yo guys, can I please take a picture with you? Whatever the case is, it's because I like that bike. I thought that was cool, whatever the case is. But what I'm saying is, uh, when the kids are growing up, when the youth is growing up, bro, are they taking with them like the necessary skills that one needs, to even maneuver in life, bro? Because you want to appreciate that a lot of people also, bro, our African brothers that are coming, into the country, whatever the case is, besides the politics of it all, you know, they have means of survival, bro. These gens, bro, they have like, skills for days, bro. You feel me? Bro, I was saying just the other day, talking about Bitcoin and how, Bitcoin is mined and these things, bro. If you take a look into those kind of things, and get yourself into the know of those kind of things and see how these things, come to be and exist, bro, you'll see that this is all an effort of, people. This is a joint effort of people who are like-minded, bro, and who come together and make sure that this thing that they want and that they believe in, comes to be, bro. Hey, I mean, what else was I saying? Also, I was saying even in South Africa, bro, there was this app, or there is this app, bro. I've seen this app, in the early days, on Twitter. It had an ad on Twitter. The Moya app, bro. The Moya app is a revolutionary app, my dude. This app should have been doing wonders in South Africa, bro. This is an equivalent. This is like the same as WhatsApp, bro, and it doesn't even require data of you, bro. But we just put it to the side. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. We'll see you later. Thing Moya. Now WhatsApp. Now I just see now they say WhatsApp has ads or whatever the case is, bro. But what I mean is this: how aren't we in that league or that space now where we are competing with things like that? So when I make the example of the wire cars and the bicycles, I'm saying, where are we in terms of, if we are in this technological age and third industrial revolution and things like this, bro? How come that isn't the standard? How come that isn't the norm, bro? And for those, the analogy that I made yesterday of, this Jubilee culture, that's, taken credence in Gauteng and other places, bro. If those kind of things, were flipped and the same energy is being utilized where we are lining up, bro, and talking about, oh, bro, I just coded, an app, and the simplest one, do you know that game where there's this little thing and there's this little thing, that goes something like this? Whatever the case is, imagine what it takes to build to code an app like that, bro. So if people come together, bro, and talk about it, oh, kids from such and such a place, bro, they came together, bro, they coded this. You guys don't even know anything. Oh, don't even say that, bro. We coded a blocks game, or we coded this and we coded that, bro. Hey, and they're competing in those type of things, bro. What kind of youth would we be breeding? Hey, now you want to come and tell me, oh, you're wearing this and you're doing this. What rubbish is this, bro? What rubbish is that, bro? And tell me this, at the same time, when you're doing that, where are you getting the money to even buy those things, bro? Because clearly, most people that are doing that, bro, I know it's not people that even go and buy those things for themselves, right? So, and here's one other thing as well. The older generation, even the older guys, bro, they're influencing this on the kids, bro. I just saw this kid the other day, bro, boasting about, the strike suit that he has, bro. Hey? And there's like adults also, that are leading him on, cheering him on in this. What is this? What's that about, bro? So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that our efforts really, bro, are really going towards the wrong places. Really. And for platforms like this one to be available, I would have thought that we would have been using platforms like this, to make something of ourselves, bro. And I'm also talking to myself, bro. Do you understand? And having to talk about it like this, bro, this is me also influencing and affecting this change that I'm trying to see in my society, bro. So please think about it and think about this. Try to brighten the corner where you are.